We now return to Let's Play Shadowrun, Hong Kong. Let's have a look at my people here because, oh, actually we have some karma to spend. So I ended up kind of wasting a little bit of it. I could go close combat again. I could also gain a little willpower. That might be useful. On the other hand, I could just bump up those. I've already done my biotech stuff, so I probably don't need to go too much further into that. I have no real good options here aside from close combat or willpower, so chance to hit with hermetic spells or calculating the chance to hit with melee weapons in unarmed combat. That might be a little bit more useful, to be honest. Let's go with that. Okay. So, let's have a look here. We are running a little low on stuff. Let's swap in some med kits. Everyone still has a dock wagon. That's good. Gobbet, however, is running low on stuff. Let's give you one of those. You're shitting me. Oh, because it is locked. Yes. Wasn't paying attention to that. Great. Well, I kind of feel like you should maybe have one of these. Let's give you this. I know you can heal yourself, and somehow he just filled in a med kit there. I don't know where he's grabbing it from. Probably the stash or thin air. Who knows? This game is weird like that. It's now locked that he has a second one. They replaced his loaned one with that. I guess he did have that by default. I don't know, man. This game is weird. Alright, well, anyway. Here we go. Wait. We should probably check my actual HP at the moment. We're down by 20. Nah, we're fine. We can heal Duncan later. Okay, what is that? Ah. Oh. Oh.
Welcome to our domain, meat.
Oh. Oh. Oh boy. A fanged behemoth? 2 fanged behemoths. We got that, which we're gonna have to shoot. Boy. Okay. So, healed by servitors. So we have to kill the servitors. Just make sure we got tabs on all of them. Might want to pull back into some cover, but anyway, let's get this out. Scream of terror. Let's hide behind these teeth. Or how about these ones? Who are we actually... No, I want to make sure Gobbet is hidden. So, grenade count. Let's do grenade count. We've got 1 grenade. We've got many grenades. These are nail grenades. Okay. What can you do spell-wise for me right now? Accuracy buff. Perhaps put that on Duncan, who has a close combat defense bonus. Okay. Duncan needs to come back to here. I need good corners. We don't really have good corners. We'll go here. And then chuck... I'd like to chuck a grenade right there. It's actually going to hit my elemental. This would actually do my... Or would that hit the elemental as well? Damn it, I don't know. Well, actually, let's try and take a shot at that. That only did 1 damage. Okay, I know who's going to take care of that. Isabel's going to take care of that. She's kind of not in a good spot right now. Isabel. Granada. Yeah, that's it. That's my girl. There you go. Okay. Now, monk. You, let's try mana arcing this first. That's a good start. It's lowering their AP. That's definitely a good start. So we can't affect her AP at all. What we can do, though, is affect your AP. Are you kind of out of the way now? A little bit. Let's try it. Okay, that only got the one. Armor damage, though, that's good. Okay. Obviously, you're going to have to suit up here. And possibly this one. And do it. You missed. Crack that armor. You missed. You are not useful. Holy shites. Hey, wait. You're doing me a favor there. Oh, okay. Do not want to take her on head first like this. Bad idea. Bad. Very bad. Can we... You are not helpful right now. You are very not helpful right now. This just heals damage. Probably want to do that anyway. Only 7 because of that last little attack? That's pretty lame. Okay. You missed. Not helping me at all. You. Actually, why don't we have you ignore? You're probably immune to that. Nope, actually, you are not immune to that. That's incredible. That's pretty damn incredible. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but Giamanese. You're probably more useful to me actually attacking, aren't you? Well, you say that. A whole 4 frickin' damage. Unbelievable. Okay. Out of ammo for that. Yes, you are. But can we actually do something a little bit better here? Apparently not. 99% you fucking miss. Okay. We're in a little bit of trouble right now. You're supposed to ignore all enemies, what the shit? Look at that face. Holy crap. Oh. I'm trying to look at the face. Well, I'm glad you missed. I'm not gonna lie. Let's try and roundhouse kick. That was... You kicked him in the whatever that is that he's got there, and that was apparently enough. So are you ignoring enemies? Yes, you're still pacified. Well, this is fantastic. Now, can I get you also to break your armor? A little bit. 12 damage. Useful. AP 4. There we go. Come over here. Give him a whack. Sleeping? You fool! This is freaking ridiculous. Cuff him! What a broken mechanic. Not that I'm complaining. Okay. Back into cover. Jesus Christ, that is so stupid. I'm gonna mark you. I don't use that very often, but you're marked. So now you'll be easier to hit. I'm also going to spend some time to reload. Okay. And then I guess we can just hit. Very nice. Actually did quite a bit of damage there. I'm very pleased. You, what does this actually do? First bounce, okay, just doesn't really help at all. What is your hit points? I'm gonna have you... Wait, do you already have accuracy? No, you don't. So buff, Gobbit. Get a little aim boost in there. And go attack. Gobbit. Shotgun, a little bit better. That's better. She's still passive? No, absolutely not. Ouch. I imagine we can deal with that, though. 17% chance. One more turn before I can cast that, sadly. Wait a minute. Still healed by servitors? Yes, but there are none anymore, right? So you should not be... What is that? This is part of the map, I guess. Okay. Yeah, just keep going. Although, wait, does Duncan have a boost on his accuracy? I wish I could see if he's got a boost to his accuracy, because we kind of need his boost. Okay. I'll just keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing. Very good. Okay. This is, I believe, probably going to hit the... Probably, right? Yes, it is. 20 damage! Oh my god! Let's not use that again. Not until he's gone. You get another shot, okay. Bleeding. Blam, blah, blam, blam, blam. You get no cover bonus right now, so beanbag shot, that doesn't work on you. Less than 25%, we're totally not there yet. Let's do a burst fire. You totally missed. Oh no, you didn't. You actually hit quite a bit. Damn! I need to zoom out here so I can actually see what's going on. Gobbit, you could potentially, actually... I'm just thinking, if I can get your health down, I could give Duncan one last boost. Let's run in here and see if we can't do that. Okay. 9 damage. Okay. Now I'm gonna risk this. I'm gonna give Duncan one last shot, and we'll see if we can't use his super kill power. Oh yeah. Come on, Duncan, do it. Ah, you frickin' didn't do it. Well, good. That was only that. Okay. Celestial Manifest. Boom. And as the Yama King's body crumples, a cackling sound fills the air. Once again, her broken body begins to knit itself back together. The flow of black ichor from her many wounds slows to a stop and reverses, the viscous fluid snaking its way back up into the holes and ruptures that it poured from.
Projections on top of projections, all aspects of our divine being shed as easily as a lizard sheds its tail.
Reptilians confirmed. Her voice is ripe with mockery.
You cannot harm us, meat. You have amused us.
Chan Ya halts, her crowned head cocking to one side.
Perhaps you are worthy of an audience after all. Perhaps...
Her voice trails off and her head tilts upward. From behind you, you can hear the pounding sound of approaching footsteps. As he falls into position behind you, Ractor's jaw drops open. Raymond Black steps forward, an expression of grim determination on his face. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. He stares up at the Yama King, a rapt expression on his face. I did this. I brought this creature here. He speaks in the grim tone of a man on his way to the gallows. His complexion has gone gray as ash. My fault, my responsibility. The Queen with 1,000 Teeth cackles with glee.
It has returned to us, the tunnel builder, the architect of my ascendancy. Ascendancy.
The creature leans in towards Raymond, its spidery fingers weaving hypnotically. The thing's robes billow like the bell of a jellyfish, pulsing organically with the rhythm of a heartbeat.
You will have a special place in our court, Builder. You will stand by our side, exalted for all time. A living token of our unending rule, and an undying symbol of the folly of man.
I have been a fool, yes. His hands clench into fists so tight his knuckles go white. The skin on his face is flushed with the effort of fighting through the stammer jumbling his words. A great fool, but I will not be your slave. I will stop you. The Queen with 1,000 Teeth leans forward, her movements full of alien grace. The gaping crescent of her mouth parts into a ghastly smile, and you can see row upon row of fangs. They run down her throat in overlapping layers, a bristling forest of glistening, sharpened enamel. I earned an audience with you, Queen. This man did not. She steeples her fingers. Their hardened tips click against one another with a sound like grinding teeth.
You are bold, Meat, but you are also correct. We do not break our promises, and you have earned some modicum of respect.
Chanya turns her full attention back to you, and the smile widens. You can feel it, deep in your gut. It tunnels into you like a lamprey, leaves you feeling empty and cold.
In truth, you amuse us. Your persistence in the face of the inevitable is a pleasure to behold. And so, we have decided to grant you a rare honor. We offer you a deal.
You're just trying to buy yourself time, aren't you? Keeping me talking so I won't hurt you anymore. The cackling laugh returns, raising the hair on the back of your neck and sending a shiver down your spine.
Oh, the noises it makes. You are impotent to harm us, Meat. Surely that is clear by now. We offer you a choice. Hear out our deal or be destroyed. Make your decision and do it quickly. Our patience runs thin.
All right, give me your pitch.
Our terms are simple. We want you to leave. Leave the chattel here to their fates. Forget about them. Acknowledge that they are ours, and then think of them no more.
She gestures towards the door you came in from.
Leave the walled city now, and do not return, except that it is our domain, now and forevermore. In exchange, we will grant you 14 years of good fortune. Your every wish fulfilled, your every desire granted. A charmed life from the moment you leave to the day that our deal elapses.
You can do that? The Yama King cackles.
With a wave of our hand, we have swum the waters of fortune since the beginning of time. It is a trivial matter for us to divert them. So, will you accept our offer? Will you take the deal?
Not yet. I have questions for you first. She inclines her head.
You may ask, but do not try our patience. To trifle with us would be a terrible mistake.
What do you intend to do with the people of the walled city if you take over here? You can't be planning to enslave them all.
What any queen would do, we intend to rule them. Some will be pressed into service within our court. Others will be livestock. Most will live out their lives as if nothing had changed.
Why don't I believe you?
What you believe is not our concern, but know that our word is sacrosanct. We do not lie, Meat, not ever.
The Yama King's arms weave organically, tracing mesmerizing patterns in the air. They glisten with thin, watery saliva. Strands of the fluid crisscross and entangle one another before spattering on the concrete floor.
It is in our interest to leave most of the meat in the walled city alive and unmolested. They must serve as breeding stock to better ensure our continuing prosperity. The population of the walled city must increase. We will see this happen. We will make it happen.
I'd like to know more about the spirits that serve you.
Our servitors are not spirits, Meat, not in the way that you think. They are cells of our body, particles of our own divine being, manifested in flesh to serve us.
So you're all what, manifestations generated by the same organism? She inclines her head.
Yes.
If you're as powerful as you say you are, why are you offering me this deal?
Because we want to see what you will do. The ultimate reward dangles above your head. You can pluck it like a peach if you wish. We are curious to see if you will.
I don't think that's it at all. I think I hurt you the last time we fought, and you're stalling while you regain your strength.
That might be true. Do you wish to test your theory, Meat? Or will you accept our generous offer and enjoy every luxury of life for over a decade to come? Make your choice, and make it now.
I might have a counter-proposal. Let's find out what this is. What are you thinking, Monk? Duncan's brow furrows. He looks surprised and uneasy. His grip tightens on his rifle. Chan Ya leans in toward you, her face folding open into a hideous smile.
A counter-proposal, you say? How amusing. Out with it then, Meat. Tell us what you would have of us.
I would have you die, monster. Here, I'll get you started on that right now. I was going to ask her about the other Yama Kings, but...
A pity, a shame. You could have had everything your heart had ever desired
for 14 years. She clucks her tongue at you, a hollow, resonant sound.
Instead, you will suffer as no living being has ever suffered before.
Her robes shimmer again and the claws come out. Once again, her voice grows to a deafening roar.
We will suckle your sorrow until the sun turns to dust.
Who's we? Because, I'm okay with what's going on here. Ractor is by himself. Really? You're useless without your drone. I mean, no offense, but you have nothing. Get into cover. You've got a sawn-off shotgun? What the shit is this? And only 57% chance to hit. Raymond, what are you doing? This isn't going to be like Earthbound, is it? Where I need you to sort of stand and pray while I kill off the last bad guy? I mean, that'd be kind of cool, I suppose, but I'd kind of like everyone to just get out of the way, really. Let's just toss our grenades, and, is that going to hit? I think you'll be safe. It might actually hit Duncan. No, it won't. It'll hit right in front. Okay. That did some damage. Now, get into cover. You have no grenades left. You have a grenade left. Only 9 damage. Get into cover. Ractor is standing there. Duncan, you have grenades. I kind of want to save you, though, just in case we can maybe run up there. You know, if I manage to... That would be crazy if I could get Monk to get in there and knock her out. Okay, well, I don't... I want to use these, so I don't want to actually get Monk standing there. So let's use them up. 14 damage, good. Oh shit, did I just hit myself? Really? But you were far enough away. Minus 2 AP. Aw, damn it. Okay, that doesn't help. I probably should have used my abilities first. So what does this do? Quick Strike and then Lightning Strike? This just does more than this, so this was kind of a waste to bring along. But I didn't really have anything else that was good, so... Only 10 damage on that one. Good, good. Slows the target and reduces their aim. Let's use that. Okay. Ow. What are we waiting on? Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Gobbit. Well, this isn't not actually going to help. It's not actually going to help. You need a little bit of help. Give that to Duncan. Duncan can have at least one. You... Are you standing too close? You're one away, so hopefully that's not gonna... it did. It did. Don't do that. don't do that. In fact, I want you to kind of come out of the way. Or you could use a health kit. Yeah, sure. Health kit it is. Well. Ractor, you are miserable. I should have given you a little bit of a targeting boost. What good are you without Koche? Where is he? Why did you leave him? I mean, why would the game not give him to me? That's very, very silly. How are you about getting over here, maybe? Is that gonna be a little bit better? Not really. You just suck. Good job! As you watch, the Yama King's broken carcass withers and dissipates. Seconds later, all that's left of her is a cloud of rancid mist. Huh. That was easier than I thought it'd be. I guess she was hurt worse than she let on, trying to trick us into taking a bad deal. That wasn't really her. It's just a projection. It won't be long before she finishes licking her wound and sends another. I believe you are correct. He points at a dingy terminal just in front of the towering machine. The control console is just over there. We must move quickly. The Fortune engine itself stands before you, an enormous, malevolent presence that fills the test chamber ahead. Raymond pushes forward, leaning in to study the control console with a look of determination on his face. I will close the rift. I just need... He bends over the terminal, frowning. His eyes dart from readout to readout. As you watch, the blood drains from his cheeks. What's wrong? Destroy the thing before she comes back. I can't. He gestures at the technical readouts on the engine's monitors. There is a one-way flow of astral energy moving from the inner walled city through the tunnel. I know what it is. Gobbet wrinkles her nose and gets a faraway look. She sways for a moment and speaks as if in a dream. I can feel it too. The energy is coming from the people she's feeding on. Their essence, their spirits, for a lack of a better word. She sways a while longer, a puzzled expression on her face. If I destroy the machine now, it will collapse the tunnel. All of those people will have the better part of their essence, what makes them who they are and what they are, trapped inside, with her, forever. Thousands of people condemned to an eternity with that parasitic thing. Do we have another option? Raymond squeezes his eyes shut, works it through. Yes, someone could enter the tunnel, close the rift safely. The people would be saved, restored to life in the real world. And what happens to the person in the tunnel? He stays there forever, with her. His shoulders sag. There's no way out once the tunnel is closed. There's a long pause as the assembled group digests Raymond's words. Duncan nods to himself, his jaw clenched. He pushes forward. I'll do it. Just tell me what buttons to press. The old man stares at the controls. Cold fear washed across his face. No. If anyone is to do this, it must be me. His voice strengthens and you can see the old fierceness rising from within. The iron will of your childhood. It will be me. Well, hang on a minute, Raymond. No, not Raymond. My name is Edward Song, and I built this machine. I set this avalanche in motion, whether I meant to or not. It is my responsibility to stop it. He turns to you resigned. That is what this is all about. What it's been about since the very beginning. Raymond, listen to me. You're too weak for this. Just tell me what to do. No. The Yama King could return at any moment. There is no time to teach you what to do in there. I must set things in motion. It must be me. He turns to you. Goodbye, Bruce. He smiles sadly. Thank you for coming to Hong Kong. Thank you for coming when I called. For what it's worth, I'm glad I did. The old man flips a lever and steps into the machine. There's a flash of light, and Raymond Black is gone.
Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets?
Aftermath. You depart from the Prosperity Chamber and are instantly caught up in a wave of refugees fleeing for their lives. Struggling through the panicked wave of humanity, you are able to retrace your steps and eventually reach Heoi. Although the typhoon has passed, the scene is wet and chaotic. The newly homeless crowd the streets, dazedly wandering, searching for missing loved ones and nursing injuries. Relief workers are already on the scene, providing blankets and medical aid. Rescue personnel carry the stunned and wounded to safety. The entire area has been cordoned off by the HKPF, while knight-errant officers and a military peacekeeping force attempt to maintain order. You emerge from Kowloon walled city to bustling clusters of activity. Refugees huddling together staring back at their lost homes, government troops deploying from armored personnel carriers, news vans setting up remote camera feeds while reporters scramble to find the right angle for their broadcasts. The air is electric with the threat of potential violence as panicked peacekeepers eye the growing crowd of evacuating poor. Gobbet's eyes dart furtively as she turtles her head between her shoulders. This place is hot. The cops are swarming the place and that APB is still out on us. Yeah, it's quite a party. Looks like the press joined the party. Isabel lifts her nose towards a reporter interviewing someone from inside the walled city. Already have their hooks in someone hoping for a soundbite. The reporter wears a look of earnest concern like a coat of cheap deodorant. And is that when you started running? Yeah, it was bad in there. Shooting, screaming, I was terrified. And what caused this, sir? Why are people flooding out of the walled city injured and disoriented? The man stares at the scene around him, bewildered. It's like everyone's saying, some sort of chemical leak, a drug lab exploding or something, caused mass hallucinations. The reporter turns to the camera and pretends to check his notes. There you have it, Sonny, our third report of mass hallucinations and violence caused by an explosion in an illegal drug lab. And while reports remain sketchy, it appears that street crime is again on the rise. He half turns and sweeps his arm over the scene. As you can see, it's still turmoil and confusion here as police and executive council peacekeepers respond to the emergency situation, attempting to maintain order. But in all this chaos, in the maze of poverty that is Kowloon Walled City, we may never know what really happened in there. Back to you in the studio, Sonny. The light on the news camera goes off, and the reporter drops his facade. He ignores the bedraggled man beside him and begins packing up his equipment. After a moment, he sees you looking at him and turns to you with a scowl. What are you looking at? You know that guy was regurgitating a line of corporate bullshit, don't you? He laughs sardonically and continues packing. Everyone's regurgitating a line of corp crap, pal. They may not know it, but they are. Everything you see, everything you've been taught, every official you elect, all bought and paid for by the people pulling the strings. Yeah, well, no one's telling me what to think. No eye contact. He remains bent over his equipment case. Of course not, pal. You're different. The reporter finishes packing. He stands up straight, brushing the wet grit of the street off his hands and his eyes narrow. He runs them over you and your crew with a practiced eye. Looks like you just came from inside. What did you really see in there? A mess that Josephine Song never cleaned up. He chuckles. Why am I not surprised? No one even remembers that she built this hole in the first place. Not that it would matter. Jo Tsang holds this town by the balls. It wouldn't surprise me if she was running some kind of test in the walled city. It's like their little petri dish. They test food additives, body modifications, pharmaceuticals, whatever some junior executive can dream up. Wouldn't surprise me if the whole thing blew up in her face because of low safety standards either. They test food additives, what? Blah, 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 blah. Nothing surprises me anymore. What about the truth? The truth isn't my business. Ad revenue is my business. Do you have any idea how much competition there is for eyeballs these days? News is nothing more than content, just like the new Mammy Canyon Flesh BTL, Urban Brawl broadcast, or Maria Mercurial music trid. That's a mouthful. Everyone on this island knows my news service is just a mouthpiece for the executive council. They buy what we feed them because the world is changing and it's scary, and they feel small and they need people to blame and authority figures to tell them what to think. My news network gives them that. He points at the Trivid screen mounted on the side of his news van. And there's a prime example of an authority figure. Jo Tsang, rising star on the executive council. Just look at her spinning this to her own ends, talking about the humanitarian relief effort she's mounting. You know... Your comm chirps. It's kindly Cheng. Go ahead and take your comm. I'm gonna go before the scene turns into some kind of riot. Usually does. Hello, Auntie. Don't hello Auntie me. I lost contact with the soldiers I sent into the walled city with you, and now these Sung assholes and government troops are all over the place. Get over here and tell me what the hell happened. Right away, Auntie. No response. The line is already dead. Oh my, what? No. I want to sleep for about a year. I'm heading back to the bolt hole, Bruce. I could use some sack time, too. I'll see you there. You better go talk to Auntie, Seattle. Really? The game isn't over yet? Okay. Well, in that case, I'll end this one here. And maybe we'll find out what's going on. I guess we still have to take down Josephine Song, but that's probably going to be some kind of epilogue bullshit. I don't know. The first game kind of did this too, where it ended and then it didn't. So, who knows. Anyway, I'll see you next time.